Hi everyone. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm not feeling 100%. I'm more feeling like five. And that is because I just had my bike training and I had to bike 60 kilometers. I did it in 3 hours, which isn't that good. But I am exhausted at this point, completely burnt out by the trip. All in all, I am just sore everywhere, and I'm not coming on here to complain, although that is kind of what I'm doing at this moment. I really need a break, and I think that it's really important to set our boundaries because I really want to show up for you guys. I really want to produce content. I really want to share global news. But as I said in previous podcasts, a lot of the times when we strive to provide for more external things, you kind of ignore or neglect, in a way, your internal needs and what you actually are lacking. So I think this video serves as a reminder for myself as well as all of you to make sure to prioritize because, God, I am just so. It's really exhausting. So, why do it? Why juggle so much when you have so much on your plate? Why add more? Why would you continuously show up to these seemingly miscellaneous activities if you already have so much on your back, if you're already so burdened and so exhausted by all of your other commitments? And the answer is pretty simple, really. Participating in society is very important for me personally. And as a kid, as a teenager, obviously, I cannot partake in certain aspects of moving our society forward. But I can be a part of it by taking notice of it, by sharing my observations. So I actually take pride in what I do. Obviously, I don't reach a massive audience, but I think showing up time after time, despite low views, no, but I'm spitting facts right now. I just think it's just the fact that I'm taking time out of my day to produce content and, just process the news. Like, this is helping me as much as it's helping you. I know I'm kind of like delivering this news on a silver platter right now, but it takes a lot of time to process this information and being able to organize it in a manner that is easily absorbable and that is palatable for the audience. So a lot actually goes into thought for this entire project. And I think that it's this energy, it's this sort of passion for participation that is truly important in advancing our world right now. Because, okay, there's obviously a lot of issues that needs to be dealt with, but if people just, okay, well, this is not that important, let's just neglect it, I think you will find a lot of flaws in the world that we live in. Obviously, currently, we are already battling a number of insufficiencies. Um, so, pardon my French, but I think that it's this mentality that, okay, I am passionate about showing up. I want us as a group to do better, and I want us to have a better future. It's that mentality that really drives us and allows us to sort of mitigate these human rights issues and to avoid as much conflict as possible. It's because of those types of encouragements that kind of let us join hands and celebrate our peace a bit. It's truly, I think, humans, we inherently like to be around each other, but with that comes a lot of conflictions. And so being able to work through that and sometimes occasionally taking a step back and be like, okay, we really need to assess what's going on because this isn't working. I think it's that reflective attitude that is important moving forward. So we reached this topic of this reflective mentality because, we show up in different forms in different ways. And we are not confined or restricted to the ways in which we participate. I know my channel currently is sharing global news and connecting it to your daily life, but ultimately, I am just here to convey the essence of what I think matters most in today's society, and whether that be news, whether that be observations, whether that be how I'm feeling currently, I think that showing up matters most. And right now, I'm just really happy to, be able to have this platform and be able to talk about things that I value because I think I would like to think that I am a pretty intuitive individual and I take note of what worldly matters have to offer. And so one of my favorite things to do with that knowledge is connecting it to my daily life. And right now, my body is telling me that you do not need to just completely destroy yourself in order to show up. There are different ways to convey your passion, and at the right point in time, there are the best options. So, when you've hit a lower point in your life, the best you can do is to just do the next best thing. That's all you can do. When society has reached a rock bottom, economic losses, recessions, depressions, all a country can do is do the next best thing. How can we move forward? How can we get up and attempt and try again and try to get back on our feet? How, as a united nations, how can we drive our society forward? That is what truly matters. It doesn't, yeah, it's nice to talk about a new topic every day. It's nice to have a broad knowledge, but ultimately, I think it really comes down to this longevity of your commitment. I think that being able to show how much you care. I am a pretty sensitive person, so just that effort to show up. I know I'm using the term show up a lot, but I really like what it represents. Like the connotation is, I just really like how, I don't know, I like what it represents. That's all I can think about right now. I am just really at my limit. So I really appreciate all of you understanding. Yeah, don't force it, but still do what you love, and I'm sure your environment will love you back, because I think of the best. I think the best happens to people who care. So, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in to my videos. I know I talk a lot, so hopefully this wasn't a snooze fest for you, but regardless, I had a great time. I got a lot off my chest, so I really appreciate your presence and your commitment to showing up. What about you? You have shown so much support, and I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative of the endless love I've received from the audience. So thank you so much. Yeah, next episode, I promise we will come up with something. But thank you for your commitment to world news. I love you. Bye.